It is possibly one of the hardest things to do, to be playing in an international competition and then also be looking for teams to transfer to come next season. It's the exact situation that I am in. Now, some people may not think fondly of this. I've been at Real Madrid for 1 year, and this career mode, I've always said that I want to stay at each club for 2 years, but with what we've done at Real Madrid, what left is there to do? We won the treble, we went invincible in every competition. I want a new challenge, and my agent Ronaldo has been searching up some offers, some clubs interested, and let's just say there are lots of clubs interested, and I've just been trying to stay as composed as possible, relaxing, doing a bit of yoga on the side while I'm chilling at Cristiano Ronaldo's house. This is one of the best parts about the Euro this year in 2028. It's being played in Portugal, so I don't really have to leave my home country. I'm right where I belong, and Ronaldo's been attacking these offers. And let's just say they're going to be coming in by the load this episode. The group stage has concluded. We've topped Group A, and let's just say the team we're going to be playing is not going to be easy by any means. It's either France, England, or the Netherlands. And you could probably guess who we drew. Portugal against France. A national team I'm all too familiar with. We've played against each other so many times in all the past international competitions that I've been in throughout my career. And the main man himself, Kylian Mbappe, is going to be looking for some sweet, sweet revenge for all the times that we whooped up on France. So let's get into this one. Portugal, France, it is the first round of the knockout stages. Let's go. This is a competition I want to win. With me getting up there in age, I'm approaching 30 years old. I don't know how many of those there are going to be left, especially the Euros. The next one will be played in 4 years from now. I'll be around 34 years old. The chances of Portugal calling me up still could be realistic, but we never know. Let's get into the game, boys. France, Portugal. It's a fun one. Playing against the likes of Kylian Mbappe, a man that I don't think I've ever got to play with in my career. Obviously, we've played against him so many times. He's kind of been one of my rivals, and it's time to beat him yet again. Here we go into this one. France dominating at the beginning of this game. So many chances left, right, center, but our keeper was on all of them. And the first chance we got, we took full advantage of. Ruiz, you freaking legend. No, you have not just done that. The diving header in the Euros. Oh my God. This kind of reminded me of the Robin van Persie header in the World Cup a little. Yes, actually a lot. Obviously, it wasn't in the same position, but that is so clinical, so composed. Yes, France, you are going to have to do a lot of work today if you're going to want to come out on top. They may have had the advantage towards the start of this game. They had the first 4 or 5 shots, and on the first one we took, we scored it. That's all that matters, boys. You could have 1,000,000 shots. People always complain about this in FIFA. Oh my God, I had 20 shots and my opponent had 3 and he still beat me. You got to take advantage of your opportunities. Maybe comparing that to FIFA wasn't the best way to go about it, but you know what I mean. Obviously, FIFA, yeah, we're just not even going to talk about that. Let's just get back into this game. 54th minute, boys. On it yet again, and it would be Ruiz in the middle, and it's going to be 2-0. Oh my God, France is playing like not the usual France we're used to seeing. It's a bit strange, boys. It's already 2-0, and we would be trying to add on this shot right here, going just outside of that range where we could have put that in and scored our third of the game. France just looking to get one. That's all they want. After all the chances they've taken, they can't score one simple goal, and they want to be able to. The game ends 2-0. We absolutely destroy France, and we pick up the dub. We're moving on to the semifinals of the 2028 European Championship. I'll come out with 1 goal in this one, and Mbappe is still searching. He can't seem to get that next international trophy. It's Ruiz every time who puts him at a standstill. We're moving on, boys, and there are some big clubs left. We will be playing. Well, you'll find out. The next morning, waking up, doing my morning routine, just like any other day. I try not to treat these international competitions like anything special. Just go about things kind of how I normally would. And the nice part about this is I'm staying away from the media. I'm staying away from everything. I'm chilling on my private yacht. We got it parked here, and I'm trying to avoid it all. Yes, I'm looking for teams to join, but I don't want to have the media in my face asking, where am I going to go? Which team am I going to sign with? Speaking of teams to sign with, the first few offers are in, and they're big ones. A chance to rejoin the Prem, and a chance to rejoin one of my former teams, Liverpool and Barcelona. You know, the Liverpool one I was expecting. Barca wanting me back? I mean, yeah, I don't know what to think. I really don't want to join Barca as much as I loved playing there. What I'm looking for is a new start, a new opportunity. And both of those clubs, although they would be great, I don't think I'm going to take either one of those. I think we're going to continue to push forward and look for other teams. Ronaldo's out there grinding, trying to get us the most money possible, the best clubs possible, and also not the best clubs. Because in the last episode, I asked you guys, should we join another massive team? You know, we could move to Liverpool, Barcelona. Maybe we could seek out PSG, a different league, Juventus, somewhere we haven't been. Or we could try something else. You know, we're getting up there in age, and we're starting to get to the point where we aren't going to go up in rating. We're going to start trending downward. Maybe it's time to use some of this final potential that I have to take a small club to the top. And I've told Ronaldo exactly that. Seek out a few smaller teams who are on the up and up, potentially Premier League, Serie A, wherever you can find it. And that, I think, is the option I want to go about. But let's not waste time talking about that. Let's get into this game where this could be our final game if we come away with a loss, which I'm not planning on. I'm not expecting. Spain is a strong opponent, and they're one with a lot of phenomenal young players. One player you're not going to see on this team goes by the name of Ansu Fati, but as I'm speaking, it's Joao Felix. Let's go, boys. 1-0, another early start, another early header in this one. Banging it in is the boy, one of my best friends. That is the connection you've seen throughout this entire career mode. Oh boy, I love it. It's one of my favorite parts about doing this, the connection between Rafael Ruis and Joao Felix. Great header, man. Wasn't as good as mine earlier in the episode, and I'm going to definitely remind Felix about that a little later on in the training room. But we push forward, and back to what I was saying. Ansu Fati is someone who, you know, at this stage in career mode, 2028, you would expect to be on the Spanish team, but you're not going to see him. And the reason you're not seeing Ansu Fati, one of the best players in terms of potential in career mode this year in FIFA, you guys got to remember, this career mode was started back literally within the first 2 weeks of FIFA being released. And Ansu Fati was not even in the game. It's pretty mind-blowing that I've had this same career mode save for that long, and we've been grinding it throughout the entirety of FIFA 20. So one of the reasons why I really don't want to retire this. I would like to see just how far we can go in completing an entire career of one player, and it'd give you guys a chance too to, you know, look back at this series years later to just see what we've accomplished compared to some of the other my players. Can we just get back into the game? I'm sorry, I like to go on rants like that, little story time. We get back into it, and Kepa making a phenomenal save. We only have a 1-0 lead. Only 1-0. There is so much room for us to potentially go on and lose this thing. We all know how dominating Spain is, how great of a team they could be. And so far, it's our defense. And it's been our goalkeeper this episode, stepping up every single chance he's been given. And it's another dub. And we're marching on our way to the final of the 2028 European Championship. And I don't know if you saw the table before this game, but the two teams remaining are Germany and England. Boys, this is going to be one hell of a final, and what could be the last ever game I play in the Euros in my entire career. So let's make it special. You know, this final's being played in my home country of Portugal. So instead of going to the stadium super early, 5-10 hours early to get my extra training and work in, I decided to start the day at the pitch that I grew up playing on. Getting the work in running and getting all the exercise I need to win this final, which, like I mentioned, could be the last game I play. Honestly, in the Euros most likely, but for Portugal in general. We're at the age where, like I mentioned, we're going to start trending down before we start trending up. The 99 overall is likely going to be out of reach. And who knows where we'll be at 2 years from now when the World Cup rolls around. Will Portugal even want to call us up? You know, most likely the answer is yes, but it's a chance that I'm not wanting to take. If this could potentially be my last ever game for Portugal, I gotta make it special, so let's do it. It's time to head to the stadium. We still got a few hours to go before this final, but I'm more excited than ever to bring it home in front of the home fans, raise that trophy, lift it high, and then move on and choose that next team we're gonna be beginning our journey with in the 2028-2029 season. So with that being said, let's get in to this next game, boys. Look who we're facing in the final. Will it be coming home? That's what we're going to be trying to prevent. Portugal, England, the final of all finals, boys. This is going to be fun, and here we go into the match we go. It's time, boys. The final 2028 predictions, score predictions, comment section. Who do you think is going to win this all? Don't cheat. Don't go to the end of the video. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and let's go. Let's roll. Let's get into the final. As I get into it, let me plug a few things. First off, my live streams on Caffeine. If you're watching this on the day it was uploaded within the first few hours or just any time of the weekend, click that link in the top line of the description. I am probably live streaming either FIFA, Call of Duty, or Fortnite. If you guys want to tune into those streams, definitely click that. Definitely follow and definitely turn on the notifications. Also, Instagram as well. I just moved to a new house. If you guys want to see kind of my new setup, what I've been rolling with, definitely click that link and check things out with what I'm doing in my personal life, because I always like interacting with you on there as well. And that being said, I think it's time to get into this game. Let's go. England against Portugal. At the beginning of this competition, I would have never guessed that England would be the team that would be facing in this final. But it's time to roll, and it's time to get into this all-important match. It's a rainy day, a rainy night, I should say, in Portugal, and it's time. Kickoff. We are into it, starting with a free kick. You know, this was from a weird angle. I wanted to shoot this, actually, but the game just physically wouldn't let me. And we nearly end up getting a goal from it, boys, as this one is shot into the box. But a great save by the England keeper. No, it's not Henderson. It's Jordan Pickford at this stage in the career mode. And the next shot would fall to England. Hudson-Odoi, one of the highest rated players on the field right now. Great shot from him, but it goes just wide as the keeper is able to make a save. Another chance right here. Oh, my God. Our defense and goalkeeper have been... Honestly, if we were to win this competition, they deserve the players of the competition, the goalkeeper of the competition. Wow, have they been impressive so far. 0-0 at the halftime break. There's a long game left. 45 minutes, potentially extra time, potentially a penalty shootout. We don't want to get into it, but if we have to, we'll do it. Let's just try to get a nice lead here or not. It's Marcus Rashford getting the first goal, and is this how we fall apart? The first goal we've conceded in the knockout stages. Our keeper has been so good up into this point, and just like that, things come crashing down, and they would only continue to get worse. Hudson-Odoi grabs his seconds, and within a matter of minutes, Portugal falls down 2-0 in front of the home fans in Portugal, in Lisbon. Is there anything separating these two sides at the moment? There's a lot separating them. But we'd have chances to come back, boys. The skill, ball in the middle. It's a goal. It's 2-1. Grab that ball. Bring it to the spots. It wouldn't matter, though. It would not matter. England are champions of Europe. And this is the first loss that I've suffered in over an entire year. We went invincible in La Liga. We went invincible in the Copa de España. We went invincible in the Champions League. And this was the last competition we had to win to go invincible in everything. But we fell just short. Can't win them all. A competition that we've won before in the past. This time around, we got to watch as it comes home and England lifts it high. You know, if this is my last game with Portugal, I'm going to be upset because I have unfinished business to do. I don't think it's going to be the last game. We still got a decent amount of our career ahead of us, and I'm only going to use this as fire for the next international competition. England, I'll be waiting for my revenge. It was time for me to make my decision, and I'd settled on a club. I recently got an offer from PSG. I've never been in Ligue 1, and I was about ready to make the phone call and sign the documents. PSG would be a new challenge, a new league, and a phenomenal team. That wasn't until I saw Ronaldo, and he had one final offer. The last minute offer that could change it all, and it could be just the perfect team. There's a team in the Premier League who used to be dominant, in recent years haven't, but within the past few years are on the up and up. They've received a huge financial boost and want to bring in some of the best players in the world, and it's a club you should be all familiar with. Back in the Premier League is Leeds United. They're trying to build a new dynasty, bring in the best players in the world, and they want me to captain the squad. My chance to rebuild a team, bring them from the depths of the championship up into one of the best teams in Europe. Could this be the move that Rafael Ruis makes? It's up to you. Top right hand corner. Where are we going? You have multiple teams to choose from, and it is your time to make the decision. Guys, let's go for 7,000 likes, and you'll get the next Ruiz episode as soon as physically possible. We'll catch you guys then. I can't wait to see what you come up with.